If brain-twisting, nail-biting, and spine-chilling TV shows are your kind of jam, then you're in the right place. Today we're unpacking the most mind-boggling thriller shows coming to your screens. From psychological horrors to fiction, crime, and mystery, here are some upcoming thriller shows of 2022 you need to look out for. Grab your popcorn, turn up the volume, and sit tight, because this video will be pulling you to the edge of your seat. First up is The Midnight Club. Release date October 7th. To those near and to those beyond. Seen or unseen, here but not here. That's exactly the plot of the first series on our list. This quote is a death pact of 8 terminally ill children living in a hospice, meeting regularly at midnight, or as we call it, horror o'clock. The pact states whoever dies first will reach out to the others. Surely enough, someone dies and creepy events ensue. The Midnight Club will take you back to your spooky sleepover nights where you indulged in some ghost-calling games, but with grave consequences. Mike Flanagan is the brains behind this Netflix short series. For more introduction, he has given us serious cases of heebie-jeebies, thanks to The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, and movies such as Oculus and Hush. Coming to your screens just in time for Halloween, this horror thrilly casts Adia, Iman Benson, Igby Rigney, and Ruth Codd, to name a few. Next, we have The Terminal List. Release date 1st of July. Enjoying Chris Pratt's Jurassic World these days? We've got more of his exciting content. The Dino Trainer is turning into an ex-Navy SEAL in The Terminal List, an adaptation of Jack Carr's 2018 novel of the same name. Hear this: Jack Carr was a Navy SEAL himself, a former sniper, and now New York's best-selling writer. The premise is Chris's character, Lieutenant Commander James Reese, is out for vengeance after his entire platoon is ambushed. Struggling with PTSD and guilt, he'll go down dark roads, discovering Reese's dirty secrets while his allegiance is being questioned. We can expect criminal chases, gun shootings, action sequences, and probably some heart-wrenching flashback scenes from The Terminal List. Fellow casts include Constance Wu, Taylor Kitsch, Riley Keough, Arlo Metz, and Jean Triplehorn as main leads. Report to Amazon Prime as soon as July begins, because the 8-episode miniseries is dropping on July 1st. And now for House of the Dragon. Release date 21st of August. Some might argue that this series is more in the fictional genre than thriller, but didn't Game of Thrones have everyone biting their nails in anticipation? House of the Dragons will undoubtedly deliver that, as we travel back to the history of House Targaryen. Set 300 years before the events of Game of Thrones, we'll be caught in a brothers' clash for the throne, a dragon pitted against a dragon. The clash will result in a civil war known as the Dance of the Dragons in the Game of Thrones history. That's a mild name for a blazing war. Paddy Considine will be wearing the royal robes of King Viserys Targaryen, while Matt Smith will be Prince Daemon Targaryen. The rest of the family includes Emma D'Arcy, Olivia Cook, Eve Best, and Steve Toussaint, among others. It's based on George R.R. Martin's prequel novel Fire and Blood, released in 2008. The writer praises the TV adaptation, saying it made improvements in his original story. Even Arya is dying to watch it. To keep the fire burning, a trailer dropped in May, and the series is coming in August on HBO with 6 episodes in the first season. However, the real question is, are we ready to forgive Game of Thrones for its cold end yet, or not? Up next is Cabinet of Curiosities. Release date to be declared. Of freshly dug moving graves, morgues, stuffed animals, webs, monster claws, sinister mansions, and skeletons, Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities offers some peeks in its first teaser. A fusion of not 1 but 8 horror stories? Sign us up! Each episode will give us a new story that will challenge our traditional notions of horror. The unique Netflix anthology series already has a cabinet of impressive horror creators, such as The Babadook, Hannibal, Black Mirror, Mandy, and more. The cast is bright, including stars like Ben Barnes, Rupert Grint, Eric Andre, Crispin Glover, Kate Micucci, Charlene Yee, and Ismael Cruz Cordova. Fans are already looking forward to Ben Barnes returning in Shadow and Bone Season 2, but it seems like he's taking some dark shadows to his next project as well. We've also missed Goofy Ron, but it's highly doubtful doubtful Rupert Grint will bring that boyish charm to this mind-boggling series. We've heard whispers that it'll feature an object from the 1700s rooms filled with foreboding things or with mysterious affiliation, hence the title Cabinet of Curiosities. So far, there's no official release date, but you can bet on it that it'll arise to haunt you in later 2022. Better add some comedies to your watch list to ward off the post-watch evils. And now we have Griselda, release date to be declared. Feeling some Narcos blues? We've got good news. Griselda will be a spin-off with Ingrid Escajeda behind its wheels, who will be giving us a much-needed crime thriller. We'll see this short series cover the life of Griselda Blanco, a charming yet lethal viper who became an extremely successful businesswoman. She was a real-life female Colombian drug lord, right up there with names like Pablo Escobar and Al Capone. Modern Family's Gloria will be donning the character of the drug world's Black Widow in her homeland of Colombia. Obviously, Sofia Vergara was the first to be cast in the series, given her roots and fierceness. Glimpses of Sofia on set are also available, where we can see her in a green jumpsuit with sharp red streaks in her hair. Another picture shows her chasing someone around with a bat. That's more like a crime boss, although don't they have people do their dirty work for them? Guess the series will answer that. Other cast includes Alberto Guerra, Alberto Amon, and Gabriel Sloyer of Narcos fame. Each of these 6 episodes will be 60 minutes long, and filming has already been completed. Now, let's hope the final touches don't delay it to 2023. Next on the list is The Rig. Release date to be declared. Stuck in the middle of the ocean. What's more thrilling than that? Well, being stuck on an oil rig, of course. Mystery movies often use dark, broody, claustrophobic areas to set a grim picture and give lots of space for jump scares. The Rig is taking a page out of the same book. The TV show will be taking us into the deep Scottish waters of the North Sea to a crew aboard an oil rig waiting to be rescued. The twist? An ominous fog surrounds them, leaving them with zero communication with the outside world. To add more, bizarre accidents will make you doubtful of your fellow crew. And you bet your money it's a supernatural thriller. Deep sea, dark metal structures, and mysterious fog beg for a paranormal genre. The Amazon Prime series will be starring Ian Glen of Game of Thrones and Emily Hampshire from Schitt's Creek. Emily is taking an abrupt turn from light comedy to dangerous waters, no? We don't have a release date yet, but Amazon Prime assures us we'll be entering the claustrophobic rig in late 2022. Up now is Slow Horses. The release date, the 1st of April. Next, let's bring in some MI6 spies led by dear old Sirius Black or Jackson Lamb. Slow Horses follows the underdog super spies known as Slow Horses stuck at Slough House after a mission goes wrong. Now they have to deal with a difficult boss, aka Gary Oldman, and a boring office life until some action catches up to them, which soon does because, you know, it's a thrillers list. The Apple TV Plus series is based on a novel of the same name written by Mick Herron in 2009. Supporting Gary Oldman, we have 2 Oscar nominees, Jonathan Pryce and Kristen Scott Thomas, along with Jack Lowden, a BAFTA Scotland Award winner. Isn't this cast incredible? The rest of the ensemble includes Rosalind Eliezer, Saskia Reeves, Freddie Fox, and Samuel West. The dark comedy is taking viewers prisoners, who love it so much that Apple TV has renewed it for season 3 and 4 as well. As for the second season, we'll be getting it later this year. The spies sure work fast. And finally, we have Shining Girls. Release date 29th of April. Elizabeth Moss has returned after giving us epic chillers such as The Handmaid's Tale, The Invisible Man, and Us. This girl can't catch a break and now is back in a crime thriller. She stars in Shining Girls as Kirby Mizrachi, a newspaper activist with a rocky past. Now, she's stuck in a murder mystery. The highlight of the show, it includes a serial killer. Shining Girls shows us a traumatic cat and mouse chase between the killer and the victims, although we've heard it's more than that. The show sheds a burningly accurate light on assault and trauma that surrounds us, yet we disregard it as yet another crime and murder. Joining Moss, we have Jamie Bell, Wagner Mora, Amy Brenneman, Chris Chalk, and Philippa Sau. We have good word that the serial killer will remind us of Christian Bale's haunting performance in American Psycho, so that's another reason to watch it. And that ends our list of the upcoming thriller shows. Which show's plot has hooked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel for more movie suggestions and other content like this. We'll see you in the next one.